All right, I'm back. Let's see if that fixed it. I'm not seeing any video though. Let's see if that took care of it. Is everybody there? Anybody there? It says stream status excellent. That's awesome. I like that. Hey, DR's back. Awesome. That seemed to help it out a little bit, DR. Hello. All right. So yeah, I want to do the Wednesday live stream. It has to be later in the evening because of my job. I can't take off for it, and I'm off on Fridays. I could do it Friday mornings, but a lot of you have jobs as well. So Friday or Wednesday evening and Saturday morning seems to be the best. Hey, Papa Mike, glad you made it. Everybody looks like they've made it back. Awesome. This pleases me. So yeah, we were talking about the Bad Batch and the Jango Fett fan fictions, midweek streams, stuff like that, and the video's going wonky again. Hey, I love saying your name, by the way. It's awesome. It's lagging again. All right, well, we're just going to have to push through it for about 45 minutes. I'm sorry. I know that's horrible. It shouldn't be that way. But it must be something on YouTube's end. And I really don't want to stop the live stream altogether because I miss talking to you guys. I love talking to you every week. Yes, we got to about how Jango's had 2 sets of armor. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, this lag is horrible. I don't know what's going on with this. YouTube needs to get their stuff together. Because my camera's all plugged in correctly. Everything's working right. Everything's good. I'm not sure why it's saying it's not streaming correctly. And there's nothing on this end that looks like it's doing anything wrong. Yeah, it looks like everything over here is right. Huh. Awkward. Let me see if the settings does anything. Yeah, everything looks like it's set up right. So, my apologies for the lag, guys. No, the do-rag is not back. This is not a do-rag. It's skull cap. Toboggan. Whatever you want to call it. DR, you're pushing it now, asking for 3 sets of armor. Let's see. Papa Mike says, it's Gideon's fault. Maybe there is a light cruiser over your house looking for a do-rag. I love it. Which tattoo? Maybe not. I just had the thing go away. Right arm. That is an octopus. And it says excellent connection. Yep, I think I was just on the wrong Wi-Fi. Yep. Looks like it fixed it. And I'm a dummy. So, everybody, I apologize for the first 5 or so minutes of both of these live streams for having a horrible connection to my Wi-Fi and the video looking dumb. No, I don't have a Boba tattoo yet, DR, but I will be getting one. Hey, thanks, Alyssa. And, yeah, I will be getting one probably next year. DR with the KFC, here we go. Yeah, there's no mythosaur. I'm thinking about trying to incorporate Boba Fett with a mythosaur skull. on my right arm from the shoulder down. And, I mean, it's going to be a pretty big piece. So, it's going to take some money to get that going. The new Ahsoka figure. Which new Ahsoka figure? Am I missing something on that? No, I wanted a chicken wrap, Alyssa. A spicy chicken wrap. You guys are killing me with that. Yeah, so I'll reiterate everything I said before in the other stream in case it didn't come through properly because of the lag and all that stuff. I'll be doing a Wednesday evening midweek live stream starting this Wednesday at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm going to continue the Jango Fett fan fictions. I'll probably do one video a week on that because it takes so much time to make it last. The first one I did took me about 8 hours to make that whole video. The next one, it got a little more streamlined. It was about 6 hours. So I want to keep them longer in length than my normal videos. So they're going to take a little more time. So I can't do them every day like I wanted to, but I can do them once a week and then fill in the time between all that. Oh, I didn't see that. But you know what, I am going to be pre-ordering the Boba Fett Deluxe Edition from The Mandalorian from Hot Toys, or I can't remember if it was Hot Toys or Sideshow, but I will be pre-ordering that when it comes out next May. It's going in my cave, definitely. Now, how does it look? Does it look like Rosario Dawson, or does it look like the Ahsoka animation? I'll have to look that up. What do I think about that Slave 1 that you bought recently? Actually, I ordered a Boba figure. That Slave 1's awesome, Papa Mike. I was looking it up on Amazon, and I was watching reviews of it and stuff. That thing's amazing. Yeah, congratulations on that big purchase. That would probably be the only vintage collection toy I would own because it's so detailed and so great. Looks like Rosario. Oh, so it's got the small head tails and horns and stuff. That's a shame. It's funny, if your favorite Mandalorian is not Jango or Boba on this channel, you're a disgrace. Haha. No, everybody can like who they want. Everybody can like who they want. I mean, Bo-Katan's a good character. She's just kind of douchey. Pre Vizsla, great character. Gar Saxon's an amazing Mandalorian. I think who will do a Slave 1? HasLab. Who is that? Artifacts by Karen Kreese first before she looks sexy. Papa Mike says she looks sexy. Yeah, she is kind of sexy. DR, we're not going to go into people's finances here. That's horrible. So yeah, what do you guys think of the fan fictions? I mean, they're, like I said, they're loosely based on the Open Seasons, the Bounty Hunter video game from Nintendo 64, and then Attack of the Clones. I'm trying to fill in the gaps of everything and give it another perspective, maybe different motivations as to why Jango Fett was the way he was. Because when you first watch Attack of the Clones, first time you see Jango Fett, you think he's a villain. He's a bad guy. He's trying to kill Amidala, and he's doing all this crazy crap and siding with the Sith and all that stuff. But why? What's the motivation? So that's what I'm trying to get into. That's really what I want to see, is why Jango Fett was doing the things he was doing in Attack of the Clones. I know we've had these stories put out before, but I'm trying to give it a different motivation, a different perspective, a different view on it. HasLab also did the Razor Crest. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. If they do a Slave 1, then yeah. You have so much to learn about Jango. Well, I mean, pretty much we all do. I'm making it up as I go, just loosely basing it on those other three medium. Uh, like I've put in Clan Ren in the story. I've put in Clan Scarada in the story as Jango's best friends. Um, and there's gonna be a little twist with the Clan Ren stuff. It's really fun to write it and do it. I mean, it's taking me probably 3 hours just to write each story as I go. I have it loosely based in my head of what's going on and what kind of structure it's going to have and what kind of end game. But the stuff in the middle is the filler that I'm coming up with as I write it. And I'm just another thing I'm doing with it is I'm just trying to see, like, let's take the sequel trilogy. I know everybody hates the sequel trilogy. I don't hate it. I kind of like it, but that's my own opinion. You guys are allowed to have yours. But it does seem like it was haphazardly written. Like they were writing it as they go. But so were the original trilogies. So I'm trying to do that with my Jango Fett fan fiction. Just write it as I go and see what it turns out like. See if it turns out to be horrible crap or if it winds up being amazing. And so far, I'm liking the story. I probably could spend a little more time editing and getting my words out there the right way instead of the way they're coming out because I sound kind of sloppy. But that's okay. And somebody the other day told me I sound like Mr. Rogers. And I like that. And that's pretty cool. Mr. Rogers was a cool guy. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm just letting you guys go on and talk about the food. Okay? There's no do-rag conversation, Alyssa. You didn't miss anything. Thank you, Colt. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I'm trying to ignore the food stuff because I haven't ate yet, and I'm pretty hungry. DR. I didn't say I only think there's one set, but there was really no canon proof that there was two sets. So in my story that I'm making, there might end up being two sets of armor. Let's just leave it at that. And the new logo, guys, I've been playing with stuff. And if Bobby, if you're on here, say hey. Bobby Mariani, he's my logo guy and my banner guy. He's been doing all my designs and everything. So we've been testing them out, seeing which ones work best and everything. I like this new one. I really do. I like it a lot. Just the black and white with the Mando mask and Star Wars Fanatic below it. If I change it too much, I'll probably lose people and subscribers, which I have been. I've been losing subscribers here and there lately. And I think it's mostly because of... oh, thank you, Alyssa. I appreciate that. No, I don't want to McChicken. No thanks. I don't eat at McDonald's. But I might buy a do-rag just because you threw that money this way. But where was I? Talking about the logos, maybe? I don't know. Alyssa, you distracted me with money. Good job. Yeah, so we're just trying different logos and stuff. And Bobby, he has been wonderful about it. Once in a while, I'll just get a message from Bobby with a new logo on it and say, hey, what do you think of this one? And me being the jerk that I am, I'm like, hey, can we tweak this or change this and stuff like that. And it works out really well. I do like the new logo and everything. I think it's hard to read the fanatic part of it, though. Okay, Javier Ortiz says, why do you think Favreau and Filoni decided Din to reintroduce honor back into the Mando world, rather the heir to Jester's legacy, Boba? Death Watch stood for conquering, whereas the true Mandos stood for defense. Yeah, I think, honestly, bringing Din Djarin into it made a lot of sense. If we brought Boba into it, we knew what we were going to expect. We knew what kind of person Boba already is. He's already a formatted character. Even if it's mostly Legends material, we know what he's about. Din Djarin, on the other hand, we didn't know anything about this character. He was brand new. He was fresh. So what I have a feeling on is that his Children of the Watch are more like the true Mandalorians rather than Death Watch. If you look at it, they don't take their helmets off. Boba Fett never took his helmet off before we saw him in The Mandalorian. They believe in the Mandalore of the past. They follow the Mandalore. That's another true Mandalorian thing with Jaster Muriel and all that stuff. So the Book of Boba Fett comes out. That's going to give us our formatted character and maybe move back into the storyline of the true Mandalorians along with season 3 of The Mandalorian. The do-rag fanatic. Let's see. What else we got? I do like that they introduced Din Djarin. I think he's a great character. He's got a lot of depth. When we first saw him, he was this hard ass that I can take you in cold or I can take you in warm. And that's pretty much all he said. And you're like, wow, this guy don't play around. Then he started getting soft and getting a soft spot and everything and showing a little more emotional depth. And he even cried. So that was neat. I don't think I could handle seeing Boba Fett cry. We do not need that. So a new character crying is perfectly fine. Let's see. Why McDonald's when you can have pizza? Yeah, pizza. I got pizza upstairs. Haha. And that's what I'll be eating after this live stream. I'm reading that again, Colt. Do a logo of the do-rag. That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I'm really having fun with this channel and everything. It is discouraging that I've lost some subscribers along the way, but I think those are just the subscribers that want me to do a certain thing and don't like that I'm doing the Mandalorian thing, or they don't like the fan fictions or whatever. So whoever remains is going to be my core of my subscribers, and that's fine. Even if it stays small as a channel, I'm not going to bend what I do just to satisfy a few. I do like everybody that subscribes and comments and all that stuff. I think I have a really great base here. No real negativity going on, no real drama, other than everybody talking about pizza and McDonald's and KFC. Pizza with pineapple. It is a win and a sin. I love pineapple on pizza, and it is my one fault. If I go to a place and they don't have pineapple for my pizza, I get upset. All right, Dawn, how you doing? Wait till Book of Boba airs. This will leap in membership. I hope so. I've got enough Boba Fett content on here that if anybody searches anything about Boba Fett, I'm sure I'd be one of the ones that pop up right away. I'm hoping, but if it doesn't, it doesn't, and it's no big deal. Let's see. Win with jalapenos. Yes, with jalapenos or banana peppers. I love banana peppers and pineapple for some reason. Colt, that's hilarious. To hell with the unsubscribers. I mean, they feel like they have a little bit of power, and if I'm not giving them the content they want, then they take that power elsewhere, and that's fine. I do the same thing with YouTube. I mean, I don't know how many times I've subscribed and unsubscribed to Star Wars Theory, and not because I like or dislike what he's putting out, just because I get too many notifications, and sometimes that's what people get upset about. New York style, Don? Chicago style for me. Oh, I love Chicago style pizza. Man, I went to Giordano's up there one time, and it was just amazing. All right, let's see. DR says... Oh, hang on. I'm going back to Dawn. Darmanda. Yes, they are soulless. I like it. So DR says, I feel like my channel now is more expanded. It's kind of a Boba channel, but it's more. But in December, everybody is seeing my Boba Fett with subtitles. Yeah, it's going to be great. Hey, Robin, good to see you. All right. Glad you're in. And Papa Mike says, do you know that we are the minority as fans of New Boba? People are really split in half. Yeah, I know. And that's fine, because I get a lot of hate when I post my Boba Fett being a Mandalorian video. I know I've posted too many of them. I've done like 5 of them. I don't know why I kept doing them. It just, if I'd run out of content or ideas or something, I'd say, hey, just to remind you guys, Boba Fett's a Mandalorian. Here it is again. But I'm going to stop doing that for a long time until at least the Book of Boba Fett comes out or whatever comes out first. Let's see, unsubscribers. yeah, I subscribe and then unsubscribe to a lot of channels, but I have my core channels I stick with, and it's usually the smaller channels. Let's see, Javier says, I'm looking forward to your headcanon explanation for Jango's thoughts when he fought Mace in the arena. It's a really powerful scene when you take into account Jango was the Mandalore. Yeah, that's something I'm really going to get into deep, and building up to that moment and through that moment. I don't know if the Attack of the Clones novel explained it or anything, but I'll have my own explanation for it. Yeah, the Facebook groups love the new Boba Fett stuff, but if you go outside of the Boba Fett Facebook groups, there are some that are just downright mean. I mean, I'd left a few of the groups because they were just personal attacks on people for liking Boba Fett, and just yeah, I don't like that stuff. I'm not into the drama. I don't really care for it. All right. Death Watch at that time was, let's see, at the time of Attack of the Clones, it was the new Mandalorians, the pacifists that were in control. Duchess Satine Kryze. Death Watch was banished to Concordia with the other warriors, and were setting up camp there and plotting to take over at that time. It wasn't until the Clone Wars started that Death Watch started making their move. Green Boba Fett fan club channel is really underrated. Green Boba Fett fan club channel. There's a channel for that? Huh. Hey, Red Leader 1, good to see you. Was Death Watch solely under Maul? No, Death Watch was under Pre Vizsla at first. Well, first it was Tor Vizsla, who wound up killing Jester, or having Jester Muriel killed, and then got the Jedi to capture Jango Fett, and through the generations it became Pre Vizsla that was in control of Death Watch after that, along with Bo-Katan, Ursa Wren, and that cast girl. I can never remember her first name. Rook Cast were all lieutenants for him at that time. My reaction when confronted by a Jedi in the Geonosian arena would be mainly, why is no one shooting at him? Right. I mean, Jango took down that one guy with the dinosaur head pretty quickly when he popped up on him. So why aren't people shooting at Jedi? And Borkel's back. Good to see you, buddy. Green, you met the Boba Fett fan club. It's been a thing for a long time. Is that a YouTube channel, DR? Or is it a Facebook group? I belong to a few Facebook groups. Ursa puzzles me. Death Watch, Senator, pick a side. Yeah, Ursa, definitely. I know she left Death Watch after, I think it was right after the death of Satine Kryze. I think she left with Bo-Katan. That's a Facebook group. Okay, I'll have to check that out. And YouTube. Okay, so now I'm confused. It's not hard to confuse me, guys. Not at all. Yeah, she abandoned her daughter because her daughter had created a weapon. I mean, all you gotta do, my kid creates something I don't like let's say a potato gun. I love potato guns. If my daughter created a potato gun that just hit birds. I'd probably sit down and have a talk with her. I wouldn't throw her out of the house and make her move to another country or anything, or another galaxy. I'd have a talk with her and say, potato guns against birds is not a good thing. Will we see Boba using a lightsaber? Tamira is training with different weapons. Why not a saber? I don't know about a lightsaber unless unless Jabba had some laying around in his palace. And I do know that Boba Fett has defeated Jedi in the past, maybe one or two. Originally, the braids that were on his right shoulder were Padawan braids, but then they changed it to Wookiee braids after that. Let's see, Don says, actually, because she destroyed the weapon and was considered a traitor to the Empire. I don't get Ursa being on the Empire's side. Yeah, that was weird. It was almost like she was going right along with Gar Saxon, handed him the Darksaber and everything, and it was just weird. Robin Zeltz, I mean, the arena was full with droids, so why am I the only one to shoot at him? I took down one Jedi by surprise. You'll have to pay me extra for the second one. Yeah, and I'm getting into that as well about why Jango was even there in the first place. I'm trying to write the fan fiction around that. And I touched on it a little bit in my Boba Fett fan fiction in the first one, I think, that I just finished a week or two ago. So, yeah, I'd like to get deeper into why he's there with Dooku at all. Haha, if my kids made a potato gun, I would show them up and make a bazooka, like a potato bazooka. That'd be awesome. The Dino Jedi, Jango kills a Sith. Huh? I wasn't aware of that one. Pretty sure he was on the Jedi Council. I forget what his name was. It was like Tyrannosaurus Max or something. I don't know. Papa Mike says 2 lightsabers making a purple rain. What would Jango have done if the clones had arrived earlier? I'd say he would have... Yeah, that's kind of weird because he would have been seeing his own face all over the place trying to fight him. So he might have jumped into Slave One with Boba and just taken off. No, DR, that was a member of the same species, but a senator. That wasn't the dinosaur-headed Jedi guy. I'm pretty sure it was just a senator of the same species because in Revenge of the Sith was after Attack of the Clones, that dino guy had already been killed. And in Revenge of the Sith is when Palpatine told Anakin about Plagueis the Wise. Yeah, he would have gotten the hell out of Dodge. Definitely. I would rather have a set of Mandalorian armor instead of a lightsaber. I'd rather have both. Why can't we have both? I like all these things. Would you rather? Would you rather have your arm amputated or your leg amputated? Why either? Why do I have to choose? I'm not in that kind of predicament. I don't have to choose either one. Would you rather talk like Jar Jar Binks or walk like Jar Jar Binks? Neither. I like who I am. I don't see a genie granting me wishes of that nature. Let's see. Palpatine and Anakin. You're killing me, DR. Do you think that we will see Slave One shooting guided missiles, or do you think that Favreau Filoni decided to skip it? Guided missiles, that would be awesome. I'd like to see that happen. I'd like to see more space battles with the Slave One and show its real capabilities. It was good to see it in Attack of the Clones, but I think we need something a little more modern. See, because Mandalorian set of armor with a jetpack. Yeah, but if you got a Mandalorian armor and a jetpack and the Darksaber, you got the best of both worlds there. Alright, what else did you guys like to talk about? We got about 15 minutes left on this one. So yeah, I'm hoping everybody likes the new logo. I'm not seeing Bobby in the comments anywhere, but Bobby Mariani, if you're out there, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry I'm so hard to get along with on this stuff, and I'm a little agitating, I'm sure. All right, let's see. Javier, maybe Jango was at the arena to personally watch Kenobi die after Kenobi outwitted him in the first interaction at Camino, to fooling him with the pile of tools and turning off his engines. Maybe. I'd say that's a good possibility, but I think he's more been hired by Dooku as protection. For some reason, the Sith and the Mandalorians have got along. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Rehiring of Gina Carano. I haven't heard anything about that, Papa Mike. But the DR gave me a heads up a few days ago or a week ago or something like that and said, hey, just to let you know, there's a report out there that Miggs Mayfeld and Cobb Vanth will be in the Book of Boba Fett. And guess who called it? Me. I made a video about it about 4 weeks ago about Miggs Mayfeld and Cobb Vanth being in it. Now, if they're going to be in it in the capacity that I said they were, becoming helpers to Boba Fett and all that stuff, then we'll see. But I called it that they'll be in it, and I'm happy about that. I get to rub it in people's faces because there were a lot of people on Facebook groups and stuff like that that said, no way, that's not going to happen. That's stupid. This is a all Boba series. It's not going to intermingle. It's not going to have those guys. Mayfeld died on Morak, and Cobb Vanth is just doing his own thing. No, haha, I called it. Yeah, also, Grief Karga. I did not call that one, but kind of figured it when they said Mando Din Djarin would be in the Book of Boba Fett. Kind of figured Grief Karga would come along with it. Let's see. Maybe Jango should have had a sniper. And whoa, DR, with the language, buddy. Oh, no, you're not too late, LFC. We've got about 10, 12 minutes left in this live stream. Let's see what else. You mean shoot? Yeah, I hope you meant shoot. He beeped Mace from a distance. That's great. Everybody go back and read DR's comment about maybe Jango should have. Start with that one. I mean, if you're a monkey, I guess that would work. Oh, man. Oh. So, yeah, I'm really excited about everything that's going on with Star Wars. There's so much content. I'm still only about halfway through the first High Republic novel, and they're getting ready to release the second wave already. I'm like, hey, let me catch up a little bit. But at least I'll have a backlog of books, and I won't run out of things to read. Jango the monkey with skills. That's the wrong kind of blaster. That's great stuff. Actually, the case of Mayfeld is a little bit complicated because of Cara Dune. She lied about his death. Seeing him back may cause her problems. Too bad that her character is scraped. It's a block. Yeah, so what I suggested in one Boba Fett video I did was that Boba Fett knows where Mayfeld is. He was one that left him there. So he could secretly go back and get him, bring him to Tatooine. Nobody's none the wiser because Tatooine's so sparsely populated and so hard to control by the Republic. Nobody's really going to be looking for him there. And if Cara Dune said he was dead in the reports, they're not looking for him anyway. So I think Boba will go back and get him with Fennec Shand, maybe even take Cobb Vanth as well, and then go back to Tatooine. Let's see, Javier. I think Jango got emotional to let a Jedi wield a lightsaber to his throat, knowing Boba was around to witness his father, the Mandalore, being threatened by a Jedi, a man with the reputation of killing 6 Jedi with his bare hands. Yeah, that would definitely be embarrassing, and if Edits is still on here. That's my son. If he saw somebody hold a lightsaber to my throat, I'm sure I'd be embarrassed about that too. Let's see. Borkel says, I read the Marvel Star Wars series. Some cool things, but also a lot of BS. It's not very Star Wars-like. And no Boba. You talking about the first Star Wars series that started in about 2015? I got the first volume of that. And yeah, I need to talk about that for a minute. I'm not too negative on Star Wars stuff, but that comic really, it kind of depressed me. I mean, it seemed like it takes place right after the first Death Star. And it keeps going, and Luke's sitting there, and I mean, every scene with Luke, he is just whiny. You just want to slap him, grab him by the collar and just go tap, 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 tap. Because every time somebody says something to him, Leia will be like, hey, great job destroying the Death Star, or whatever. And he's like, it was also a great job. My father was killed. And he just kept saying how much his dad was killed and Obi-Wan was killed. Yet, Beru and Owen Lars raised him for 19 years. Not one mention of their death. Not one. Not one time did he say anything about them dying. He cried about his father dying, who he'd never met at that point, and Obi-Wan, who he knew for like 2 hours. So, yeah, that's my rant about that. Oh, thank you, LFC. I really appreciate that. All right, let's see. Movies are the less interesting thing that happens. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, the filler stuff in the comics and the books and all that stuff, it's great. I love it. It gives such a good backstory to everything. But yeah, that Star Wars comic just upset me. I mean, a lot of them I like a lot, but dialogue in all of them seems like George Lucas wrote the dialogue, and it's like, ugh. Love George Lucas, appreciate the creator so much, but he's just not good with dialogue. But I do like I got the first volume of the Bounty Hunter series. I love that one. All of the Darth Vader ones that have came out, I love those. I'm waiting for the second volume of the newest one of that to come out. Yeah, it's just been awesome. I love it all. And I'm spending way too much money on comics. The comic book store knows me by name now, and they even have my business card sitting out on their counter with Star Wars Fanatic YouTube on it and all that. DR, she might have went to get you McDonald's. You never know. Yeah, the old comics are great. I mean, you got Open Seasons, you got Twin Engines of Destruction, and the old Star Wars comics and stuff like that. They're just awesome. And now the artwork's amazing. It's just the dialogue seems like it was written by a 4-year-old. No offense to 4-year-olds. I like them and everything, but no. Yeah, I'm not sure where Alyssa went, but that's okay. I appreciate her giving me money. I appreciate her being in here. That was a wrong thing to say. I like all my subscribers, and I don't care if you give me money or not. I just enjoy talking to you guys. The money's a perk, and like I said, with any chat revenue that I get or membership revenue or anything like that, it goes right back into the channel. I'm using it to buy new equipment, new microphones, new video cameras, stuff like that. Eventually, right now I'm saving up for a PC, so I can have a triple monitor PC to give you guys even more interaction and better series altogether. I love money. I'd like money. Everybody likes money, but that's not why I'm doing this. I'm still a small channel. If the money was the reason I'm doing it, trust me, I'd been gone a long time ago, because it's not a lot of money coming through this. So I'm just enjoying doing it. And maybe eventually it'll be about the money, and it can get me out of doing what I do as a profession right now. Prostitution is not my favorite thing. I'm not happy on the corners. That's a joke. I'm not a prostitute. Fanatic is bounty hunter. Yes. Thanks for answering our questions. Hey, no problem at all. I love it. Most of the time when I do these live streams, I get in to the chats and I look at what you guys are talking about, and I try to talk about that as well, because that's what you guys are interested in. And my boring dribble is not what you're interested in at the moment. If you guys are talking about KFC and McDonald's and stuff like that, I'm going to jump in and talk about it. Talking about my do-rag or my head that looks like Megamind. Cool. Let's talk about it. I enjoy it. I just like it all. I like interacting with you guys. That's what the live streams are about. It's about getting personal with everybody else. I can make fan fictions and content all day long every day, but it's not helping get to know you guys, and you guys get to know who I am and what I'm about. Yeah, on top of my Beskar helmet, I have a do-rag. Bounty hooker. Yeah, I'm not really a prostitute. That was a joke. Grow a longer beard. I would love to, but it's starting to get warm here, so I don't want sweat all dribbling down me and everything, and I don't want to look homeless, really. Not that anybody looks homeless with a beard, but I do. I look homeless with a long beard. It doesn't grow right. Dengar likes him. Yeah, Dengar needs a do-rag as well. All he needs is tree fitty. Clan do-rag? Is there something wrong with Clan do-rag? I need 350 for Clan do-rag. Dengar never runs out of toilet paper, Papa Mike. Yeah, it's really coffee. I'm not going to start drinking alcohol on live streams until the Book of Boba Fett comes out and I get proven right that Boba Fett's a Mandalorian, for one, and that for two, Cobb Vanth and Migs Mayfeld become Mandalorians. Then I will throw some rum in this cup and rum it up, and we'll have a 3-hour talk if you guys want, because I won't care. You'll all be my new best friends. Alright, let's see. Kendosi type dreadnoughts are kick-ass enough to influence the man. In language where Kendosi is slang for awesome. Yeah, that would be great. Boba most definitely is a Mando. That's right, he is. And everybody here, I believe, believes it as well. Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to become the Mandalore, as in Legends. I don't think Din Djarin really wants it. He's more like a Jon Snow character to me, where Jon Snow never became the leader. He handed it over to his brother. So I think Din Djarin will become like that, and then go off and do his own thing and still be a bounty hunter, go find his clan, try to get them back together, bring them into the Boba clan, and then everybody gets united and everybody's happy for about 100 years until the next Death Watch type person jumps in and says, nah, I want to be the leader. Let's see, Papa Mike and Finnick. To be honest, I hope that Bill Burr will be even more irritating. I love his talk inside the tank. Yeah, he's got that definite Mandalorian attitude, too. He's really annoying, and you just want to slap him, but he's right. I mean, the whole time he was talking inside that transport vehicle, he was right. People don't care who rules them. They just need order. And that was the main part of his message. But at the same time, what he was trying to say was, I mean, the Empire sucks. They're horrible people. They're putting people in poverty. Boba meeting a Mando clan for a mission. Him seeing every Mando there with a do-rag. Boba Fett the Mandalore just sounds right. It does. It does sound right. And I mean, people get tired of me talking about that, about Boba Fett being the Mandalore, or Mandalorian in general. I get a lot of hate from it and stuff, and I don't understand the hate from it. I don't understand why people get so upset about it. It's a character in a fictional universe. I'm not going to be upset if he's not. I just think it'd be better storytelling if he is. I think that's where, honestly, the Grisk come in from the unknown regions. Is that they'll come in and be like a Yuzan Vong, where Boba Fett has to lead people into destroying them, along with Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra and everybody else. And Boba's really going to show it, and he's going to become the Mandalore. He would be a good Mandalore. Unwired 626. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to have to get off here now. I have some housework to do. Like I said earlier, we're trying to fix the house up and sell it in order to get another one. So my man cave will be different here in the next few months. I will still be doing my live streams. I will still be making videos. It's going to be a little slower, but it's still going to be my content, and it's still going to be available. I'm not going to abandon my channel by any means. I just have to work on things in between. So I appreciate all of you, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. Subscribe and hit the like button and show me some love. Share the video if you want, or don't. It's up to you. Channel memberships are live, so if you want to become a channel member, there is a link in the description to this. You can follow that. But please remember, be safe, be healthy, and this is the way, the only way.